Hey guys and girls, I mean, I haven't said that for a long time. I do get some communique from ladies, so for guys and for gals on occasions. Well, not on occasions, whenever you're looking on, I'm happy to have you looking on, clearly. Okay, again, going on with the theme of the videos that I'm doing these days. They're just reinforcing and building and finalizing my JH channel lock protocol, and it's just the fine tuning and the tweaking, guys, that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. I still haven't had a chance to have a couple of days in a row where I get a chance to hit 300-400 balls to ingrain my 3-lever system. Haven't been able to do that yet because the weather hasn't been good, and it's still windy today, but nowhere near as bad as it has been. So, but it seems as soon as I come here, the gods of the wind, I've obviously done something to them over the years, because as soon as I get here, the wind goes 20 kilometres an hour. Or maybe it's just a hot air that surrounds JH from time to time. Not so much wind, but hot air in abundance, as some people say. Guys, now there's something that I have to bash a little bit, because I see it so prevalent in a lot of the videos that I'm seeing. People privately send to me on all types of golf swings, but a lot of channel lock stuff that people are sending to me. And there's one thing that's evident in just about 99% of the golf swings. And most of these people are sort of, you know, mid to high handicap players. You don't get this problem. It's not endemic in a better player, but in the mid to high handicap players it is endemic. And for some reason or other, it seems to be raising its head quite significantly with channel lock. And that is, guys, the look of the lead arm at impact. I'm seeing so much of this at impact. Now, we can't have that. You just can't have that in any type of golf swing if you want to maintain consistency of arc through the ball, and you want to get a good release on the ball, and you want to utilize maximum power in the shot. There's no power in that for a person that can actually straighten their arm. We want that look. Well, I do. I want that feel in the backswing, but I don't want it at impact. But I'm seeing so much of this, guys. And I'm seeing so much of this from the top of the swing. Watch my lead knee. I'm seeing so much of this from the top. This hasn't done anything. This hasn't done anything. That hasn't done anything. What has to happen in order to get the lead arm operating as it should operate is that it must do that on the downswing. See that thumb, guys? It's got to do that on the downswing. You must get that feeling that the thumb does that. The thumb points in that direction there when you hit the golf ball. You can't have the thumb pointing over here as a feeling, because there's no release on that. You've got to have that feeling. And what that'll do, guys, as soon as you get that feeling, it'll push this elbow this way. We don't want the elbow pushed that way, we want to push this way. It'll get that look about it. You can do a lot of things wrong in the golf swing, and that's one of them that won't kill you. If you can get a straight lead arm, and you can get the club head firing past that lead arm, that's not going to kill you, but that is going to kill you. And what it doesn't allow you to do, and particularly in channel lock, is if you come in like this, here, the lead shoulder invariably is low and it's moving this way, it's moving around there. We want the lead shoulder in channel lock high and moving that way. There, 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 there. We want the lead shoulder doing that. We want them doing that, but not jumping up at the same time. We want to maintain our grip on the ground, and we want to use the energy of the ground. Now, when I say use the energy of the ground, what does that mean? That means that if we fire pressure into the ground is going to pressure back at us. So it's going to fire us back here. Now as soon as I pressure into the ground, that lead knee wants to do something. It wants to basically transfer the weight in the downswing. At the end of the day, guys, you've got to get something in the lead side moving at the start of the downswing. It can be the lead shoulder, it can be the lead hand moving there. It can be that lead knee just moving in a little semicircle. But you've got to have something, you've got to have that lead knee, guys, doing something. It can't just be static there on the downswing. And I see in stop frame, when I stop frame the videos that people are sending me, from the top of the swing, they'll get to here and this hasn't moved. It hasn't moved, guys. By the time you get to there, it's got to have been doing something. It's got to move laterally or radially in some manner. That's the only way you'll get that lead arm straightening. You can't have that look, guys. That's just not on in terms of maximising your potential of swing efficiency, power and accuracy. At the end of the day, the arm does this. It does that and that. It does that. Anatomically, guys, as soon as the arm moves past the centre of the body, here, it rotates just automatically. It doesn't do that. If you just let it go normally, it'll rotate. The ulnar and radius bones will actually turn over each other. That's the way we're designed anatomically to operate. Here. Now, if you just let that happen in your golf swing, you have to do anything else. From the top of the swing, if you can motivate this lead arm and a golf club with something out of the bottom of the golf swing, or the bottom of the body, here, get here and we just do that. Okay, I do nothing else, guys. I'll just swing it to the top here, and watch, I'll just move my lead knee. Watch what happens, it drops the club. The Holy Grail. Watch my lead knee. And my lead shoulder goes up and closed. But if you don't move that lead knee, and you bring the arm down, look, lead shoulder goes down, lead arm bends, and I get in here. There's no power in that, guys, no accuracy in that. And there's certainly no mechanical efficiency in a golf swing there. You're just costing yourself so much by doing that. So what we've got to do, get any club, I mean I've got a 5-iron here, but get any club, I'll just grip this down and just do some of these, guys. Just take the club back to here, get it back to here, move the lead knee. Get here and just move the lead knee. Here, keep your hands here and just move the lead knee. Move the lead knee and watch what happens. The club goes that way. It doesn't tip that way. Watch what happens side on. Move the lead knee. See that? That club, the butt of that club's pointing straight at the golf ball. Here. And then from there, guys, you just continue on with it. You just keep compressing your trail side, pushing into the ground and turning that lead hand. Here. There. Just turn that lead hand. As I said, I've showed you guys this before, but you got to do this, guys, because there's so much of this going on, and it's not productive in a channel lock swing or any golf swing. No matter what golf swing you got, you can't have that look about you. You have to have a free release look. So just take the club to here, move the lead knee, and then just pull the lead arm down and release it like that. Just get that feeling. Get that feeling there. Just get that feeling, guys. You've got to get that feeling. Get it here, pull it. You've got to do that, guys. You've got to push out of the ground with your feet. Get it to the top here. I've got that tension there, and then I want to just take that tension, that load the other way, here. Turn the thumb down. You've got to do it, guys. I know I keep, referring and relating back to it ad nauseum, but It's such an important facet of the golf swing, in any golf swing. That lead arm has got to do that in the golf swing. Otherwise you can't release it, and your radius will change, and the club will get sucked into you, and your lead arm will get sucked into you. You don't want your lead arm looking like that through the ball. That's suck in. You want it there. We're connected up here, but the lead arm is firing out. It's firing out and the lead shoulder's up. We have to have this orientation in the golf swing. We've just got to have that. Guys, this is non-optional. This is non-optional stuff. Try and get a little soggy knees. I've been talking about a lot of stuff lately, and I haven't been talking about soggy knees. And maybe even in working on my 3-lever, I've neglected soggy knees. But soggy knees, guys, is basically the result of pushing into the ground. As soon as you push into the ground, you can't push into the ground unless you have soggy knees. That's an anatomic. Try pushing into the ground and not bending your knees. You can't do that. So soggy knees is a part of pushing into the ground, and then the ground will push back towards us all the time. That's what we've got to do, guys. Yeah, so I've seen so much of it, and really it's counterproductive. We're not going to play any type of golf or have any type of golf swing that is consistent by doing that. That is just not on in terms of the mechanical structure you need in this golf swing, or any golf swing. We need to be here. From the top of the swing, that lead knee needs to be active. We can't get to there, fire it down, and this has done nothing. Guys, that's a death move. That's, to steal Jim McLean's terminology, that is a death move in golf, for the golf swing. You can't get up here and then just have that lead knee still there, hit the ball and then move it. That lead knee has got to lead the downswing, and the lead shoulder will go up accordingly, and then we just fire that lead arm in that manner there, guys. Here. Just do copious quantities of this. Just take the club to here, just fire it. Fire it. Fire it. Fire it. Fire it. Fire it. But get it straight and get it moving into out. Don't have that lead arm bent and have it pulling into you. Because as soon as it pulls in, guys, it's going to want to go that way. We want it to go that way. Yeah, we really need to have that happen. I'll just hit one this way. That's what we got to do, guys. We just got to do that. It's a good shot. See, I can come on dead cold and just hit shots. And it's not, they're going to be, every one of those shots, if I was just hitting off on a tee with no practice, even driving it like that, those shots would be in play. On a par 3, they'd be, 30-foot circle. Even if it's up and down the blade a little bit, guys, with the timing or the lack of turn, it's still going to be structurally okay. All right, now we're warmed up after 4 shots. Yes, I remember, guys. That's the way that lead arm works. It doesn't work like this. It doesn't come in like this. And everybody that has a lead arm like that at address, at impact, has got this look about them on the downswing. The club's here. There's no lag, no retention, nothing. Okay, we don't want huge lag in the golf swing, but we want some here. We don't want throwaway. Anytime we get past, even if we haven't got that amount of lag, which I don't, I have about that much, but you know, even if you just can get that amount, that's fine, but you don't want negative. You want some form of positive lag. You don't want negative throwaway, because that there, guys, that is this lead arm getting into that configuration early in the downswing. That's what's happening right there. That's exactly what's happening there. That's a good shot. Okay, guys, that was just a point that I really, it's just a bee in my bonnet type point, because it just, you can't play with any type of efficiency. And if you've got that look about you in the downswing here, the club's going to get into the ground, guys, because there's no pull forward off the lead arm. The lead arm is stalled up, and the trail arm is just going to fire the club straight into the ground. You've got to get some pull off that lead arm so we can fire it. Just go and hit some shots. Don't worry about what they do or where they go, but get that feeling. If you want to do it with a shorter, you know, wedge or an 8-iron or 9-iron or something, do that. But do that. Remember, here. And push into your knees, guys, coming down. Because as you push into your knees, the ground will push back at you. But don't stand yourself up. Push into your knees, but keep your knees flexed, because you don't want to change your radius. We want the back of the neck here and the lower body pushing into the upper body as we come in. That's the feeling we want. And that'll give you all this stored energy right in here. As soon as we stand up, the energy just flies off and we lose it, all our accumulation. So the bottom, the legs push up into the ground pushes up into us, here. This stays down and the bottom half pushes up. Okay, guys, it's just a point that I wanted to make. I just think it's just so important for everybody's golf swing, because I don't want to, this here is going to kill you, and this is going to kill you. The top of the swing, that there, can bet your life, you see that on the downswing, you're going to see this at impact. Very few people recover from there and get into here. You've got to have at least that on the downswing. Okay, guys, that's just something that's really important.